to go home missing something, whether it's a limb or a life, somebody missing something, right? But at the end of the day, though, it also don't necessarily have to be at an event. And that was the only pushback that I gave. I feel like if you want to lick back,
Oh, you
if
can't
you
control
want to
that.
But
get,
I
I know,
where
hold up,
my
listen, yeah,
where
hold
else
up,
is your address gonna
let
be
me finish,
published?
let me finish. Whereas I agree, you can't control where you first end up running into somebody at. The point is, we going off of the narrative that Coffee want that, she need that, and she's looking for that. So all I'm saying is, if you looking for it to the degree that you say you looking to it for, which I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it at all. I'm saying it don't have to wait until the next event. All I'm saying, if you want to lick back or get back bad enough, you not gonna wait for a score 12 some
But
years
but
to
Rock,
get
listen.
said lick
But
back.
Rock,
Because if
Rock,
you hold
listen.
up, let me
Rock, shut
no, let
up
me
for
finish,
a
let
score.
me land. Because if you want it bad enough, you would get it. Now to respond to Gaddis, we not making this a female battle rap thing because guess what? Guess what? At the end of the day, if bitches is standing on business, it ain't nobody fault that bitches is actually hitting the licks that they said that they gonna lick, and these niggas ain't doing a fuck thing besides dapping up the niggas that they said that they got all these problems and beef and issues with. That is nobody's fucking fault. Now, if we want to talk on professionalism and how we put our bygones to the side, that's different. But it ain't nobody fault that these niggas don't stand on the shit that they say that they do. Period, point blank.
What the
And
fuck?
hold up, and what I originally raised my hand for was this is a bigger picture question, right? Now I understand that if people say shit, people gonna say and do shit in order to get up under your skin all of the time. Like I said, I'm speaking past this situation, right? At what point do we just start being like, okay, people is gonna say and do shit to get me out of my body, but I gotta learn to let that shit go. Because once people find something that is gonna get you off your rocker, people will keep nitpicking at you and they will keep using it as something to consistently get you out of your character. And at what point does that turn into you are now fully giving other people control of how you say and go about things? Because I get it, like certain shit is very triggering, but guess what? You can't control what the next person say or do. So every time somebody say or do something you don't like, you gonna jump stupid, and all of a sudden we gonna get to swinging and fighting and fucking up venues and shit.
Brim.
Like on some
Brim.
genuine shit though.
On Brim, there's hold on. I find that funny. Just generally speaking, in the sense that you're a female and y'all die on boundaries and standards.
But Jack,
I do find
Jack,
that
you know
funny.
me more than anybody.
Jack,
I'm not one of them
you be
people that
killing me
just.
with this
I've never been
y'all
one
and
of them
shit.
people that jump
Stop
Jack don't
stupid.
grouping
care.
us
You
all
know
together.
Jack
This
don't care.
y'all
Well,
No,
and
I
my
don't
Jack
know.
my
I'm
this
shit.
my
speaking
this
as
my
somebody
this
that
my
have
this
never
my
jumped
thing.
stupid. I don't necessarily react just
You
off of
just
pure
you
emotion.
just
If you
you just
catch me in them
different.
timing, that's something different. But other than that,
Rock,
I think
how can
about
you
what
say
I do
that?
before I do
Rock,
it.
how can you say it's not a female battle rap thing when 10 minutes after they fought and Coffee said that about her mom, Hitman literally said, fuck this man, mom, and the battle went all the way through. They dapped up and hugged.
Because
Because he
It's
ended
the
up feeling
exact
the,
same
he
thing.
swung
because
last time.
he punched on a nigga for that shit before. He did
Exactly.
it
Like y'all not gonna
But
before.
he
keep
didn't
saying
punch on him. Hold up. He didn't punch on him for that. He punched on him because Briz was doing the most walking around and
man,
bumping
that's
into him and shit. It wasn't for saying. It wasn't him saying anything about his mom. If you watch the battle, Briz was walking around him, bumping into him, touching him and everything. And that's why he swung. If you
that's what he
watch it.
said it was
It
for.
wasn't just it wasn't just because of what he said either. It was what he
That's
did.
cool. That's what he
Not for
said it was
nothing,
for.
you still can't tell people. You can't dictate how people
And it was
respond to
fresh in
certain
his
things.
mind when
And
his
may I
mama died.
also
It was
say we can
fresh.
also
It's been
tell that
years now.
his life
Ain't that
was
what
a
y'all just
choice.
said? It's been years, and then it was fresh in his mind then,
Come
just
on
like it
now.
is with official. And now it's not. So he let it go. Maybe official in 2 years, 3 years. Somebody say maybe she'll let it
Or he
go.
could have
Y'all
came
can't
to
do
the
that, bro.
conclusion
Exactly. Like we
that he
not about
messed
to
up
sit here.
some bread. Maybe he didn't want to mess up his bread either. He probably needed that. I wouldn't want to fuck up my back.
Right. Like not for
But
nothing.
I
We
don't
all just sat
know.
up in here
It
I
could
and
don't
be
know how I
dead.
would
Like, you
acknowledge.
react
don't
in
know
that
that. Like, you can't
situation.
say that. Like, it just because it
I
didn't go to.
just
They've been
said
in fights
I
before.
just said I wouldn't want to fuck up my back. If y'all would let me finish a damn sentence, I said I wouldn't want to fuck up my back end, but I don't know how I would react in that situation. Both of my parents are still alive, so I don't know how I would feel. So I can't speak for people who lost people and crash out.
And not for nothing, Gad is like to be fair. you did just sit up here and acknowledge earlier within the conversation that speaking on people's mamas and shit like that is disrespectful and it's off limits, and you can't control how people react to that shit. So all of that professionalism and all of that shit, that is cool, but in that moment, like, can we really all sit up here and equally say somebody could speak on something so intimate and so close to us, and we'd all just sit here and act like nothing happened and just all get over it? Like, no,
And
I
to
know
that
I
same
can't
point,
No,
analyze that
nobody,
kind of
nobody's
QB
saying
and
that, Rock.
40,
But I'm just saying they
QB
look
and
away
40
when it.
battled, and they didn't fight in that battle.
well,
They
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 fought
got through
before
3 rounds,
and they was
and
trying
it
to.
didn't matter. But they got through 3 rounds through that battle, and they was disrespectful. She said your brother killed this, and he dumb. It's like that shit was crazy. What y'all? That was
If
crazy.
I
That
would
was
say
a
if
crazy battle,
I
and they
don't
was
like
in
that
there
battle as an
disrespecting each
example,
other.
because for one, they did have like a physical altercation beforehand, and
But they
if
got
I
through the
remember that,
battle.
hold up, if I remember that battle, hold up, because if I remember that battle correctly, like, they was fake getting into it on stage while the battle
But
was
they got
happening.
through it.
Barely,
But
they
they got
barely
through it,
got through
y'all.
that
I'm
shit.
just saying, if fight didn't break
They
out,
barely got
they
through
got
that
through the
battle.
battle.
What's up with y'all,
We
gang?
gotta
Niggas
remember
done
the
been in
caveat.
fights
So
before. Like
yeah,
y'all
we
can't
can't.
keep y'all can't make that
Yeah,
a
they
female
technically
thing.
got through the battle, but we can't negate how they got through that battle. I would have to rewatch it, but I don't remember it just being a smooth sail, just seamless. Oh, you rap,
I
I
think
rap,
that
you
was
rap,
one
I
of the
rap.
most
I don't
disrespectful. I
think none of
watched
this
that
matter.
battle a lot. I watched that battle a lot. I think that was
I don't think none of this matter, man. I think goddamn people gonna be people, man. Niggas gonna get it or they ain't.
That's it. That's it, man. That's it, man.
Y'all left Patron
WTBL.
in here? Yeah, I'm about to go.
How y'all doing today?
WTBL.
Yeah, cause this what
November.
cause this
hey
what future rappers is, man. One of
Give
y'all
it
niggas
up for
play with
the
my dead.
bitches.
I got a 10 mil,
Eon
man.
versus
I'm
Blue
a force
Cocaine.
feed you, you dumb bitch.
We
What date
outside.
is
I
it in
got
November? What date is it
Rock
in
Eon
Lee
and
November?
Rock.
versus J Love.
Eon versus
Yeah.
Blue Cocaine.
What's the date on it?
Big Ice versus D Rain. That wasn't my
What's
original
the
op either.
goddamn date?
Make
It
it
was
rain on
November
everybody.
8th and 9th
The
weekend
card
November
in
is
8th through
in.
Atlanta.
9th.
Okay.
Hold on, y'all. The card is it's in Atlanta. Respectfully, shout out WTBL.
Oh god.
Dope prime tournament. Looking forward to
Ooh.
it. In the jumbotron is a tweet before the trailer had dropped of some of the list of the ladies that I wanted to see on WTBL. I had no idea they was gonna drop a trailer, but I'm glad that they did. Salute to all the ladies that's in this tournament. Salute to Hurricane Dew. Hurricane Dew is back. What? Oh yeah, it's about to be lit.
Yeah, man, it's about to be a fucking. Hey, if anybody in here has the VOD, can y'all screen record the trailer? I
No,
want to see
look,
it. I
look,
missed it.
no cap.
I
I
missed
got
it.
the
I was on my way to the event and I missed it.
Like, hey, yo, Ice, you know how fucking pissed off I was when they finally replayed that bitch again just for them to cut that bitch short? I said, ooh, bitch.
I bought it. I seen you my thing.
Hey, I was just finna say, y'all want to be chatterboxes and put me on three-way. The fuck y'all. Yeah, you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
Put me
I
like,
ain't
on
gonna
three
lie,
what?
but
way is
Ice,
I'm
insane.
I
like,
ain't gonna lie, Ice,
what?
Put
if
me
you
on
think
three way is
Oh,
crazy.
hold on, wait, Ice.
One last thing. One last
Hold
thing.
on, wait,
One
hold
last
up,
thing,
Ice.
real
If you
quick.
think about it, if you think about it hard enough, you don't even gotta think too hard. Just think about it
No, no,
for a
no. I
second.
already know. I already
Okay.
know.
I was
I
gonna
Yeah,
already
I'm
know.
say.
about
I
to
was
say if
gonna
you
say,
think about it,
y'all.
you know.
One last thing. If anybody's rent is $900, let me know,
Let
please,
me
so
know
I
because I
can
need to know
so I
where
can
you
go
live
ahead
So
and
we
at.
hit
can
the
buy
bag
that
real
I
quick
need
for
to
you
know
I'm
where
guys.
not
you
gonna
live
hold you.
at.
My rent was
I need to know where you live at.
$900 in 2021, 2022 ish, and then it went up to like 1095. I was paying $800 rent in 2020. No
I
bullshit.
ain't had
Must be
$900
nice. Fuck.
rent in so goddamn long.
I think it's different down here though, Ice.
Yeah,
In New
yeah, yeah. We
York,
we down south, so
yeah, in New
yeah.
York you find $900 rent. Uh
It's
it's
a
a shack.
room. It's a
It's a
room.
Yeah, it's a room.
It's
It's a
definitely
room.
a
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
y'all
yeah,
room.
yeah. That's a
come move to
fact.
well,
Detroit, man.
that
I got
was a
y'all.
nigga,
room.
you
It's
get nine
definitely
hundred
a
dollar rent in
room.
That
Atlanta, you living at
definitely
the
was
airport.
just a room.
Yeah, I had a partner. I had a
Wait,
partner paying.
wait, you living at the airport in Atlanta with $900?
That's
Facts, man.
crazy.
The planes flying
Nah,
over
Everybody
living in
Houston
the
come
and
move
shit.
to
airport is
Oh
Detroit,
crazy.
man.
shit.
Y'all good.
Oh shit.
Shit, that mean I'm
Living in
gonna
the
Atlanta
lose
was
my
airport is
money
crazy.
on
crazy.
I ain't
tickets
gonna lie.
again.
Atlanta smacked me in the face. Smacked me in the face. That shit.
Atlanta is not what it's cracked up to
That
be.
shit was
It's not, and it's too
ridiculous.
much goddamn traffic. Oh my god.
I feel like they upped the renting shit in Atlanta because everybody
Because
kept
everybody
migrating
kept
there.
moving there. Yeah,
Facts. The
migrating
demand got
there.
high.
Now you
Come
can
move to
find nine
Detroit,
hundred
y'all. I
dollar
got
rent in
y'all.
North
I ain't
Carolina.
gonna lie, Detroit just look
Absolutely.
like
Come
Cause
on,
I
man.
used to
Memphis
live
and
there. My
Absolutely,
Atlanta.
rent
man.
was
Like
low
I'm all
there.
set on Detroit.
Hey, I got a question.
Don't be
Hey, I got an
muting us.
answer.
What? I be having my hand up for 20 minutes fucking with y'all. You niggas be chatting. An example, I just did it. I did it on purpose. Y'all niggas just be chatting sometimes. Y'all
I
niggas be
told you to
people.
go ahead like 3 times and you didn't say shit.
But uh I won't go back to the event though. And
Oh
but I
God.
want to choose a different battle that I want to ask something about.
Okay, go ahead.
Yo, a nigga read all of that shit off that paper on you, you shaking his head after?
Hey,
No,
Jack, let me
not
tell you something.
even.
Both of them
Not
Bro,
wild as hell
even.
for shaking each other's
I
hand.
think both of them was crazy.
Wild as a
If it
Not
bitch.
ain't
even.
true,
I'm
I'm
not shaking
petty.
the
I
hand
ain't
of a
doing it.
fucking rapist and woman abuser, and I ain't shaking the hand of a nigga that just called me a
But
rapist and child
you
abuser.
know what? I'ma actually stay quiet.
Yeah, you bags and bodies niggas that do too much. You bags and bodies niggas
Yeah,
that
cause
do
she
too
gonna
much.
go with Hitman side, cause you know she a bags and
I
bodies.
was
Yo,
not.
Hey,
Hey,
nah,
you.
quick.
please,
Hey,
Hey,
don't
hold
make.
on,
Dion,
quick.
shut up,
Listen,
Dion.
please.
Shut up,
Don't let them
Dion.
bait
Dion,
you,
leave
Hey,
that
Dion.
shut
body
up,
Don't let
sitting
them.
Dion.
Don't
bitch
let her
Hey,
bait
alone.
you.
shut
Don't
up,
let her
Dion.
bait you.
Hey,
Don't let her
Dion,
bait
hey,
leave
you.
that at the
Dion,
door.
shut up.
Don't let her bait you. Don't let her bait you. Don't let her bait you. But listen,
Niggas about to set this bitch off. I suggest
Jack,
we keep
shut up.
going.
Let it happen. Let it
No,
happen
don't
now,
let it
Jack.
happen. Y'all don't want
I
it to
just,
happen. Just
I
let it
just
go.
wanted to, I just
So Rock
wanted to.
Lee, how you call the
yeah,
battle? Rock Lee,
I'm finna get
who
out of here,
won?
y'all. Eon versus
Who won? No, 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 no,
Eon
no,
versus.
no, 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 no.
Eon, you sit your
Respectfully,
ass down. You ain't going
respectfully,
nowhere.
respectfully, Rock Lee. How do you call the battle? Who won between Mook and Hitman? Be honest. Y'all want me to be honest? Y'all want Casanova to be honest? And
Hold on,
Casanova's not even
hold,
media.
hold on.
So be honest. Who won?
Before we get to who won, I did kind of want some clear answers on like, it's like true or not true? Because for me personally, whether it happens to be true or not true, I'm not shaking your hand. Like I'm not shaking your hand. With one,
I already
you're
said
not finna
no.
out me
Hell
like
no.
that, and I'm gonna shake your head. Or then two, you're not finna make
I'm
up
not gonna
shit
put
like
that
that,
shit
and
on
I'm
my
gonna shake your
jacket.
head. Yeah,
Yeah.
like however it go. The reason I'm not shaking your hand is because you don't have good intentions with it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the other thing. You either route you took, you don't have good intentions. So why would I be shaking your hand after you sit there with all this paperwork and you know what I mean? And I will say I did see Hitman attempt to walk off first, but then once like Mook was kind of like how can I put it like fellowship Christian at the door. He was giving everybody handshakes. It do look wild if you don't shake his hand, but it just would look wilder on me. Because if I truly felt that about you, I wouldn't be shaking your hand if I felt like these things were true about you. Like I couldn't shake your hand. So I just kind of wonder like what was everybody else's thoughts on that from a personal perspective or a principle perspective. Because for me personally, I thought it was crazy on both ends. Like for Hitman, if I believe this about you, I'm not shaking your hand. And for Mook, if you saying this about me, I'm not shaking your hand. And I know he did the
I don't know.
Arsenal
For
shit. I know he
starters,
shook
Jack,
Arsenal
was
hand
it
after
true,
everything.
Jack?
I don't I don't
I don't
know.
know. I don't think
hey
nobody
Jack, you
know
missed the
whether it's true or
paperwork.
not.
You should know.
How fuck I'm supposed to know? Ain't nobody send that shit to me. Look, listen, let me
All
clear that
right,
too.
fair
Let me
enough.
clear that too. Let me clear that too. When it comes to this paperwork shit, dog, I am not the nigga that hears shit. They go looking up the paperwork and do the research. I am not 1090 Jake, bro. I'm not spending no money on you niggas. I'm not doing none of that shit. Only thing that happened with Jack, bro, is I'm the nigga that most niggas know don't mind speaking out because I truly believe
I
in
mean,
this
you
shit.
did expose bad news. So
Yeah,
I mean, I'm just saying.
but hear what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell you how they all
Casanova.
look. No, yeah, I
You
stand on
50 Cent in
exposing it.
somebody's career.
Yes,
Listen
he
to me.
did. He
He
got
did
I
it
under
Hitman.
twice.
Yep,
I've
two
done it
times.
like 4 times. But
I was about to say.
my thing. This is my thing though. It doesn't. It's not. It's never. I want to correct. It's never me looking for it. Like I'm not even if someone brings it to my attention that this could be a rumor about somebody, I'm not then taking said rumor and then getting on my phone or computer and typing in their name and looking up dockets and court dates and charges and oh I found this and that's what 1090 Jake do. I'm not doing none of that. What happens is the people that want to put this shit out on them come to me because they know Jack don't mind speaking his mind if he believes something. And how do you not believe black and white? So that's how it happens. Ain't nobody bring this to my table. I don't know.
Now, what you call it, Jack? You know that I
You
know
know what I
you know
mean?
that I just be joking,
Yeah,
but I know that you don't be going out your way searching for the
I
shit.
ain't searching for
Nigga
these
just
nigga
use
shit.
you as a fucking voice of
Yeah,
paperwork reasoning.
Because
the
you
only,
not pussy,
Nigga,
you gonna
the only,
going in and out of scared doing the shit. Jack don't give a fuck. That's why.
yeah, the only
that's the
homework I
There
do,
you
bro.
have it.
Only homework I do is actually talk to the niggas that's accusing the nigga and get they verbal side, and I had them send me the paperwork. That's it. That's as much research as I do, bro. Like even if another battler calls me with some shit, I got them tell them, well, the people who's that's accusing them, get them on the phone with me. At the least, I need to talk to them. I need to make sure this is real, and then send me the paperwork. That's as much as I do, bro. I ain't doing nothing extra. I'm just the nigga that don't mind saying, hey, we got a nigga who doing some fuck shit right here. He need to fucking go. I'm just a nigga that don't mind doing that because in reality, everybody be knowing all of what y'all call the tea before me. I kind of be one of the last niggas to know. I'm just the only nigga around here that don't mind telling niggas about themselves.
real.
Everybody else be faking they funk and they be smiling in your face and saying what's up in the spaces, but then be DMing about you and goddamn on the phone on three-way about you and in the Discord about you. I'm just the nigga that's gonna say, hey, I heard this or I know this or if I know it's to be true because I got some P dub, I ain't saying, hey, I heard shit. I will tell you about yourself. But if I heard something, I'm the nigga that's like, yo, bro, I heard this. What's up? What's up, gang? Like, I'm that nigga. That's why, on the contrary, a lot of people fuck with me behind the scenes. 'Cause I carry shit the man way. But I just want to know how y'all felt about that shit. Cause like I said, we get back to the point. For me, I couldn't do it.
Well, to first of all, to start off answering your question, Jack, me personally, if I knew this shit, it's certain shit. If I knew this beforehand, for one, call it what you want. I'm not doing the fucking battle to begin with. It's certain type of allegations and stains that I just don't care to affiliate and align myself with. So if it's shit that is that egregious, that is on your name, me personally, I just don't care to stand and share a stage, nor a moment, nor a money make. I don't care to make create an opportunity to put money in your pockets. None of that shit. So I just wouldn't have done it. Right,
Huh?
but let's assume that the battle is already booked. Like, again, he
Yeah.
said he found this out after the
Mm-hmm.
contract and all of
Mm-hmm.
that shit that was signed and
So
everything.
would you
Okay,
do it?
cool. And then you go
That
through
was
the
what I was gonna ask you. Would you do it after that? Like how you just described, it's already signed, you writing, and then of course it gets promoted. So because it gets promoted, someone feels like you got the voice to put this out. So now they hit you. Because that's usually how it honestly happens
right.
a lot of the times is
As
niggas don't be knowing the battle get booked and then someone DMs you with all of this shit because they see the flyer, they see the promotion, and then it's like, what you gonna do with it? That's usually how it
um
goes.
you want to know what I would genuinely say? Like, I'm not gonna say I would 100% know what I would probably do in that moment. I don't know. I probably wouldn't. If again, this if the or if I'm especially contracted, if we contracted back front end and shit already sent out, I'm probably still gonna go with through with the battle. But it's like as far as like it's kumbaya. Like I'm not shaking your hand. There's no respect or anything like that. I don't know. I'm just not doing a handshaking thing. So again, I find it crazy. The handshake is just crazy on both sides to me. No matter what way you cut it, slice it, or put it the fuck together. I'm not shaking the hand of nobody that I feel as if actually did these things. Because guess what? I'm not gonna rap shit that I feel like is a lie. So if I wrote it down and I put bars together, I went out my way to print out shit and everything. Everything that I'm saying, I'm gonna assume it's actually believed and it's said to be true. I'm not shaking my hand. I'm not shaking the hand of a person where that shit is allegedly true. Therefore, it is even crazier for Mook to shake his hand. Cause oh bitch, please, so you get on this motherfucking World Wide Web and call me a fucking racist, wife beating, child abuser. Bitch, it's lit for you. You gonna get like I'm not playing that shit. It's just certain shit that I feel like people be letting too much slide in the sense of battle rap, which then turns around and it crazily circles back to the initial conversation, what I won't verbatim bring up. But people just let way too much shit slide. You're not putting no shit like that on my fucking jacket. So whether it's real or it's unreal, I don't know which is worse on Mook shaking his hand. I don't know which one is worse. Because again, he also initiated the handshake. He literally initiated a handshake. Like I don't, so
No,
I don't know
that's a
which is
fact.
worse.
He was looking
That's
for that shit. That's a fact.
crazy.
I was
Say,
about to say
I'm
Mook
not
hunted for the
shaking a hand
handshake.
to say
Yeah,
that
the
J. Cole
Mook
hitman.
a
hunted
woman
for
abusing, child
he
beating, white woman raper. I'm not fucking doing it. You just said
because
I harm white women. You just said,
because
you know
Hitman
you can't
look
say shit like that.
because Hitman turned his back. He handshake like 2, 3 people before he could handshake Hitman.
Dead
Like
ass.
you know what I'm saying?
Hit,
He was hunting for that handshake.
I don't
Exactly.
think
He went to
Hitman.
shake Hollahan first. He didn't, so he diverted to 2 other people and then tried to spin the block. Like
I
hello.
I don't think Hitman expected him to shake his hand.
So
To be real.
oh my god.
Mook could
Oh
have
my
been
god.
Mook could have been unbothered by it because the shit ain't true to him. You know, some people don't care. They be unbothered when the shit ain't true.
Ain't enough.
That's
So
a fact.
He probably don't
And
give
listen,
then
a
why
Scott,
fuck.
would
we
he
not
be
doing
mad
that.
if he
I'm
still
unbothered
won?
when people say that I be fucking niggas because guess what? Oh well, you allegedly said I'm a grown woman having sex. You not about
So
to then
look,
turn around.
I
That's not the same
I
thing
agree
as
with you.
But
alleging
Uh,
that
he
I
could have
took
easily
advantage of
look,
a nigga.
Scott, I agree with you.
he could have easily not gave a fuck because for one, ain't no he probably looking like I got my check. Shit, fuck it. I don't care what these people
So
say. Like
Scott,
he
look,
probably
this
just
why
don't
I
give a
asked on
fuck.
both ends. This
It's
why I
just
asked on
certain
both
things
ends
you don't
because
say.
on Mook end, I'm aware that versus Arsenal did way worse, and he still shook his hand. So I'm on Mook end, it's not abnormal for me to see him shake his hand, and I'm not like, yo, Mook, what you doing? Because now I'm used to him basically saying like, man, I'm not tripping on what they say, woo woo. But that's why I also say on both ends, because if I'm Hitman, if I believe these things to be true, I'm not shaking your hand. You can attempt to shake my hand if you want. You're gonna be disappointed because I'm not shaking your hand. And I'm gonna tell you right there, once the raps is over, yo, bro, this really you, gang. I got the paperwork. I didn't just do this for show. I mean, I did it for show, but I also did it to let you know, like, this is you. I'm gonna fuck with you. You ain't shaking my hand, gang. Respect, like, what? Hey, come on, and don't press
But
the
Jack Boy,
issue because then I'm gonna whoop your ass. Don't
doesn't
press
that
the issue.
allude to it not being true? The fact that he even want to shake, like you said, you wouldn't even shake nobody's hand who was a rapist who was doing all these things. So that lets you know it probably was cat. No,
I'm All right, here's why I'm a little. I don't want to go all the way. It was probably was capped just simply off that because I'm aware that in moments like that, people do have the wherewithal of like sportsmanship. Like so, Holla can be thinking about. All right, he's looking because you can see that Hitman is the one. I mean, Mook is the one hunting for the handshake. So it's like, do I want to look totally crazy on this lens? And I think the difference between me and him would be I just don't mind looking totally crazy on that lens. Like if that's how people gonna shape it, that I'm emotional, I just got 3 old, I just got shape it how you want. Like I know what it is for me. So,
Wait, you feel like he got 3-0'd?
I mean, yeah, I do feel like Hitman lost 3-0. Yeah. And I
So
was and I was and I was one of the people that had Hitman winning 2-1 possible 3-0 before the
can I
battle.
ask you this, Jack boy? Let's
Yeah.
just see. Let's just see.
And I
His
think that's
third
why Mook
round.
wanted them handshakes.
Let's say the third round from Hitman was true.
I
Now,
don't think that real quick. I don't think that though, Pete, because even though he won versus Arsenal to us, Arsenal said enough to cross 8 lines. So I think Mook truly is just like I'm not bothered by what they say. You know what
Nah,
I'm
that
saying? And
too,
and
but I'm
and I,
saying
and
the
I do
reason why
respect
he
that to a
cheesed
sense.
and won handshakes from 5 niggas on your side, I just 30'd you with all your St. Louis niggas here. I want to adopt every one of you niggas up.
I can understand that braggadocious thought. I can get that too.
no, but
Yeah, my bad. What you were saying,
still,
bro?
I just want to ask: is it a 30 if anything in Hitman third is true?
it didn't
All right,
matter.
so
The
I was
execution was ass, so it don't
It
Yeah.
didn't
matter.
matter.
You
Or
He
lost.
no,
still out rapped him.
this why I
Mook
disagree.
still out rapped him,
hey,
even if you
I
just
would
gonna
I
be
would
True or
never
false? That's an
if
disagree with
Mook
L.
is
that
a
because
if Mook
No,
is
no, hit me,
whatever
not
they're
you,
saying
not
that
you.
he
What they
is,
saying?
if he's whatever they're saying he is, okay, should he be put
Okay,
out the culture according? No, let me this is why I be muting because y'all motherfuckers don't hear
can't mute
what you need to
me.
hear. Yeah, but if
All
he
right, I'm
is
going
whatever
on
they
mute.
say he is, okay, got it. He should be put out the culture like everybody be saying the weirdos should be put out the culture. That still don't change the fact that Hitman lost him. He just lost to a weird ass nigga.
so
It is
And
what
how
it
you
so
gonna
is.
put a nigga
here's
out
how
the
I see it,
culture
right?
who built it from the ground?
No, here's how I see that though, right? So let's
Well,
say
that is true
let's say
too.
I
I
something
don't
he
know.
mean,
said
I
in
if
don't know
you
that
how that
third
really
shit
out
works.
here
round.
raping bitches,
Yeah,
Word,
I feel like
let's
with
let's
you,
say
with
let's
you,
say
yeah,
some of
I
that
ain't
shit
gonna
was
lie,
true. I get what y'all saying. The
No, I'm
presentation
saying
wasn't that good. I get what y'all saying. The
no.
presentation wasn't that good.
He was
Hey,
whack.
J-Bo,
Whether the
But
J-Bo,
The
I
story was good,
execution
he
agree.
was
whack.
I
ass, Jack
agree.
boy.
It was. Listen,
look,
vacay, T-top. That's a bunch of niggas that like
look,
probably could have did that shit
a
way better.
nigga could present to me in a weird way that a nigga is participating in the same lifestyle as me, and he's a weirdo, and he could present it in not the right way. If he has the evidence to back up what he's saying, I could not like his delivery or his approach or the fact that he blew up my phone for 5 days, 20 times, like whatever I want to compare it to. Like I probably didn't like his approach, but it don't stop that the nigga actually was telling the truth. So it's like for me, will it mean that he won a round? Yeah, but he still loses the battle.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? But no, I mean, if it happens to be true at the
If
end of
it's
the
true,
day,
he still didn't execute it right. The shit was still
It
trash.
was,
You just
and
lost
I
then
to
get
the
a.
that.
truth don't
You just
win
lost
battles.
to a.
It's
You just lost
believability
to
and
a weird ass
creativity.
nigga.
If you can make people
No,
believe it, it don't gotta be true. Who gives a fuck about
no, this
truth?
is listen. This is, and in one sense, you are right because that's how battle rap has always gone. But with certain allegations, that is where truth do has
Yeah, that's
upheld
some
in the
serious shit.
culture.
You
Like,
can't
yeah,
lie about that.
this ain't we try to make a good angle out of calling someone a nurse or saying that you fucked every staff member to get where you at or that you gave somebody head or that you slept with somebody. This ain't that. This is rape.
Well, let
This
me
is
speak.
sexual
Well, let me speak
harassment. This
for
is
me
sexual
then.
assault. Hold on, this is the things
Let's
that
speak for
Gaddis,
me.
all these
The
girls be
nigga
having
lost.
spaces about. Hold on, these, yes, we agree with that. We agree with that. He lost, even if the shit is true. If to niggas like myself, who if it is true, then I would just garnish you around because I do believe in truth holding more weight than creativity when it's really true about something serious. Now I'm not tripping about the whole who fuck who thing and all of that shit. Like I ain't tripping on necessarily. Like, you know what I mean? It's become battle rap. You know what I mean? We make the story extra and juicy all the time. Like, but when we get down to serious shit like this, like, yeah, what he's saying is true, then I'm gonna give Hitman that motherfucking round. Now, for me as well, though, the first 2 rounds, Mook got clear, so it still comes down to a 2-1. But if that shit is true, then you get that round because this serious shit. This ain't no trying to say you slept with somebody. This ain't like if this was just a talk about 950 of the rent, then yeah, y'all got y'all point. It's like, bro, it don't kind of matter if it's true or not. It's funny or it's not good or it is good, whatever we deemed it entertainment wise. But when we get to talking about sexual harassment, sexual assault, rape, all of this shit, come on now. If that shit's true, there's a problem here.
Yeah, and the way I see that shit, it could be a nigga winning the battle, right? Because Mook did, like, he did everything else better than Hitman.
Real
Everything.
quick, J-Bo. Y'all said Slade won the battle, but y'all held the shit that Rock said and put out on him over his head.
I don't know who y'all is. That's
No,
general.
I'm saying the
Oh,
culture. A
okay,
lot of the
okay.
people in the culture were saying Slade still won the battle because they said Rock didn't execute it right. But then at the same time, they still held that shit over that man's head for a long period of time.
And see, that's kind of what I was about to get to.
But
I
you
feel
know
like
what
a
though,
nigga,
Jack? I feel like that should go with who's who in the culture because people gonna overlook it because it's Mook if it is true. But for me, I'm not speaking for nobody else. I'm speaking for me. If it is true, you just basically lost to a weirdo. Then that's what it is. You just
Yeah,
lost. You
agree,
lost
agree,
to
and that sentiment I agree with.
see, but now let's look past this battle, though, right? The way I see it,
Hold on, hold
the
on,
way
hold
I
on, hold
see
on,
it,
hold
he.
on.
Joey had his hand
Oh,
up,
Yeah,
my
man.
fault.
and
Go
so
ahead,
did
go
Look,
ahead,
Rock
go ahead, go
Lee.
ahead.
I don't think it's true because you don't just get kicked out of college for raping somebody. You go to jail.
I'm crying.
I'm about to say that's not true.
Yeah, I'm about to say
If
that's not
they didn't
true.
go,
Listen,
if
we did.
you
If a
First
can,
of all,
they
college
didn't.
kick you
You
out
don't
before
go
for
to
rape,
jail
before
for
y'all go
sexual
No, no,
assault.
further,
no.
Y'all
You
but
saying
can't.
that's
hold
No,
on.
not
no.
true?
Before y'all
Listen.
go
I
Don't
further with
mean,
take
you're
this,
what I'm
we did
saying.
not.
supposed.
Hold on. Before y'all go further
All
with this,
right,
we didn't
let him
say.
Unless
finish.
what?
Hold
Let
on.
me
I
Unless it's
get
an
just want to
done.
clear.
accusation
I
not
just want to
proven.
clear the air for me and J-Bo real quick. Before y'all keep going, we did not say that we believe it. I just want to put that out there. We did not say it was true. We said we don't know. We just said, what if it
No, no,
is?
no, no, no.
That's
I'm
all.
not talking about the validity.
Okay, so let Joey
I
up
wasn't
first,
speaking
and
on
then
the
we can move
validity
on.
of the accusation.
Now I know I just said let this man finish talking, Rock Lee. God damn.
He's
no, let
literally
it go. I was
wrong
done. I
though.
was
I
done.
was stopping him while he was ahead.
All right, go ahead.
Now I'm gonna shut my fat ass up. Let him keep being loud and wrong. Go ahead.
But I'm just saying, if the college do kick you out, they not. You just don't go home if you got caught raping somebody. That's all I'm saying. They're not about to just send you home for accusation. There got to be like evidence. Like it got to be truth to it. You gonna go to jail. Yeah, Mook 3-0 niggas.
My only thing with that, Joey, my only thing with that is what you saying is how it's supposed to go.
Thank
You
you.
supposed to go to jail. Like, but we know that keeping it a being, sometimes like the system don't like how we expect the system to work, it don't work. And I can't think of the exact school, but it was one school who had like this athlete who was touching up on a girl and they handle it on the inside. And they ended up paying the girl money for that shit, and the nigga who was the athlete never went to jail. Again, I can't tell you which school it was and to be able to look it up and shit, but that's a real case that happened. So it's like, yeah, nigga supposed to go to jail for that shit, but it don't always work out like that.
But yo, that same benefit of the doubt y'all giving to the girl, give that to Mook. Because we're not gonna act like niggas don't get falsely accused, especially in college, especially by a black man by a white woman. We not about to
No,
act like, oh, this is some new. No, nigga, like
Yeah,
that
it's a
it
white
could
woman
be.
too, so
no,
he
a
really
hundred
gonna.
percent. No, I feel like I'm about to say this one more time, real
Just like
slow. I'm
the
not
tweet he
saying whether or
posted.
not I think
Just
Mook
like
is
the
guilty or not. What I was saying isn't true. Was directly to what Joy was saying. Is that because he allegedly did it, he should have. He would have went to jail. And I'm just simply saying, as much as that should be true, that's just simply not true. There's
But a
people
black
that
man
do.
raping a
There's
white
people
woman in
that do.
college. Come on.
Son, there's people. Son,
He
I
about to
get
walk
it.
off
I
and
know.
have a
I know
career.
they. I know they. They prioritize white women's justice more than they do for black women's justice. So I'm not negating that. Normally, all you got to do is breathe at a white bitch wrong, and something could happen to you. I'm not saying any of that is wrong. All I'm saying is this just might not be a movie scene in Daddy's Little Girls. You feel what I'm saying? It is definitely a possibility that a nigga, just like it's a possibility he could have done nothing wrong. I ain't seen no paperwork, so I ain't putting that stain on his jacket. But just going based off of what was said in the battle, it is a possibility that whatever was said to have happened and the school handled it, but they wasn't able to do anything legally. It's also a thing to us. It was enough proof for the school to not even want to deal with the shit, because schools will definitely like get rid of a student just because they don't want to deal with the backlash or whatever fucking problems that could potentially come from you. But there's no legal action that come from afterwards. The school could deem you guilty of some shit and you go through the legal route and you could be deemed not guilty. Shit like that really do happens all the time. It's like I see this shit happen on campus, and if you pay attention to what goes on in these schools and shit, you see it happen all the time. It's fucked up. The system fucked up. All right. So I just
Exactly.
don't want to say using the system is the overall end all be all on either side.
And let's keep it a beam. That's not the only thing Hitman said in this third. It
Exactly.
was a couple points that nigga hit, right? So let's just say for the sake of the conversation, boom, the white girl part wasn't true. But let's say the him putting his hands on his girl and the girl child. Let's say that part was true. The way I see this shit, again, I'm not gonna give Hitman the battle itself when we look at it, 2-1, 3-0, who got which round. I can't look at it like that. If that shit ends up true, is I'ma forever look at Mook different. I'll never be able to see him the same way I saw him.
But yo,
So
are you
you can
gonna are
say
you
he
gonna have
got,
that same energy toward Hitman if it's proven that all of that shit was just swallowing out, smoking mirrors, trying for the presentation? Are you gonna look at him different?
yes, for a fact, yes, because you don't try to put that type of sweat on a nigga name if he ain't did that shit. And the way he, even though he didn't present it well, he had paperwork up there. We couldn't see what was on the paper, but he said there was some websites you could pull up and type in these numbers. You could go read the shit yourself.
I think everybody
And
already knew about his domestic violence case.
I'm still stuck on the
I
name
mean,
too,
I
because the
didn't.
name was all wrong and
It was,
everything.
what you think the police
So
was there
you
for
know,
in that video?
who
I didn't.
knows?
The name was wrong on the paperwork.
Yeah, I looked his name up.
Yeah, because he
It
was
really
reading
is
it off.
John.
He was
It ain't
reading it
Jonathan.
off as Jonathan something Ankrum, and his name is literally John
Yeah, it's
Julius
John.
Ankrum.
I looked it up.
So
It's really just John.
All
he
right,
was
y'all.
looking up. He was reading the paperwork off wrong. Like the middle name was wrong, the first name was
Yeah,
wrong.
I will say this. I gotta go handle some business. I'm about to end this space. Listen, in battle rap, If it's something that's personal that's going on, Shizo, you mentioned it earlier. Just put it in the contract. Whatever that needs to happen between Coffee and official, let that happen. Let that shit sort itself out. It is what it is. Coffee Brown, just please change the name and that profile pic on your page, please. That's as a supporter of both of those ladies, that's all I ask. um but nevertheless, I'll let y'all decide as to whether battle rap needs rules or not, and what lines could and should be crossed or not. But again, to Shizo use points, just put it in a contract so that way it's no issues or anything like that. Other than that, the Bulletproof event was good. It was straight. It was cool. I enjoyed the event. Easy versus Twerk 2 got announced. Easy has a trenches card that entire weekend. Shout out to iBattle. Shout out to Godis, Godis and everything. Salute to the trailer. Make sure y'all follow iBattle. Get in tune with iBattle and everything that they have going on. Uh, Amazing league. For sure. They definitely got a couple of cards coming up. That iBattle trailer was crazy. It was fire. A lot of battlers on there. That's a big card in October. That is a big card in October. So definitely salute to iBattle. Salute to my guy Rolo. Salute to the Warlord. He's gonna be making his iBattle debut for sure. I can't wait for it. Salute to Reek. Is back outside on the trenches. Just salute to everybody that pulled up for sure, just to have a topic of the conversation and get everything talking about. Joey Linwood versus Truffaut is in October. Rock Lee versus J Love. WTBL tournament. Looking forward to that. Give it up for the ladies. For sure. Again, I tweeted literally, I want to say it was probably about an hour. I tweeted at all these individual ladies, and my tweet said, I can't wait for some announcements. I wonder who will be the first lady of WTBL. These ladies, in my opinion, would go crazy on the card. And no sooner, an hour later, a trailer dropped with all the amazing ladies on there. You got Cautious 757, you got Jay Gray, Jay Love, Eon, Rock Lee, Blue Coca, D Rain, La G, Zan. It's just amazing car. You got Key AV on there. So I'm definitely looking forward to that WTBL tournament. Again, y'all be blessed on this Sunday. I'm fitting to switch to my other account, pull up the Tati space and see what she got to talk about the tea with Tati. Oh, listen, by the way, Culture Fest is today. Culture Fest is today. I hope y'all didn't forget. Yes, Culture